Good evening, welcome to my kitchen. I'm going to cook tonight a very easy meal based on a sort of Kedgeree. Kedgeree, as you know, or probably know, is based on rice. I'm going to do an option to that, which is a mixture of quinoa, bulgur wheat and buckwheat, which is much lower in calories, but I'll give you a calorie count of both, so you've got the option there. What I'm going to cook tonight will easily make 2 meals, possibly 3, depending on your appetite. What I've got, and you can see how simple this is because it's not very much to prepare, is on here, on the ingredients we got pepper, onion, courgette, and mushrooms, a little chili peeping out in the middle. I do put a bit of chili in this, which is nice and tasty. In the bowls I'll show you separately, otherwise I'm going to spill everything on the table. I got a small handful of walnut and a handful of sultanas, and these do add quite a bit too, because you get the sweetness from the sultanas and a bit of crunch from the walnuts. This is my mix of quinoa, bulgur wheat, buckwheat. That's the alternative, and the calorie count, just out of interest, between the two, the rice and the quinoa mix, is about 400 calories per person with rice, and about 250 or so if you get a good meal out of this on the quinoa, and that is per serving. So you get a good meal out of this for about 250 calories. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop the camera on pause. I'm going to chop it all up because you don't really need to see me doing that, and then I'll come back to you when I've got everything going on the stove in a few minutes time. Okay, here's a quick peep just before we start to put it all on. That's the size of the vegetable lot. It's about 580 grams total. That's the quinoa, that's the sultanas and the walnuts, which I've broken up a little bit to make it go a little bit further. The walnuts are fairly heavy on calories, but at the end of the day you've still got a very light calorie meal. So I'm going to pop the oil on, which I've already warmed up, onto the agar. I'm going to bung all the bits and pieces into that. And when it heats through and it really gets going, I'm going to put the sultanas in, and finally I'll put the walnuts in not long before we take it off, because I don't like to overcook them. They can, if they're on the bottom of the pan, burn quite easily. So I'll get back to you when it's all done and dusted. Right, I think we're ready to rock, guys. Everything's cooked. I've washed the mix. That's been through. We'll have a little quick look at what our little fryer looks like. There's plenty there to mix in with that quinoa. You can use anything you like. Don't be dictated to by me on what you put in. Leeks are good. Aubergine's good. Anything friable really is good. You can even put a bit of bacon if you want, chopped up bacon. Why not? It'll all vary the calorie count inevitably. But in essence, this is quick, it's easy, it's inexpensive, it's nutritious, and it's tasty. So I'm going to go and eat some of it now. If you like what you see, let me know. I'd be very interested, and I'm always open to suggestions as well.